Okay, so evening guys, welcome to another edition of the Bearded Berserker with me, Matt. I hope you're all having a fantastic day out there. I hope everything's good. Damn, that's getting cold now. Every day it seems to be getting colder and colder, and news of snow and stuff like that. Thank heavens for the old face scarf. Now, if you've watched any of my videos on my channel whatsoever, you'll know that I'm trying to grow myself a big, thick, decent, epic beard. And I'm kind of on a quest to find my favourite beard products, skin products, hair products, all sorts of bits and pieces to try and make myself smell good, look good, feel good, treat my skin and beard properly. And recently, I've kind of been getting into doing a lot of reviews and crafts and stuff like that, because when I first started doing my beard reviews and stuff like that, I was kind of concentrating on the big old companies and stuff like that out there, and I was noticing there's a lot of little individuals and kind of like couples and stuff like that, small little companies that are making some damn good products out there. And the more I was kind of doing these videos and starting to grow my beard and stuff like that, I was kind of realising that the larger companies have got so much money that they can pump into advertising and promoting and stuff like that. And I was getting in contact with them, see if I could review their products and stuff like that, to see what it was like. And they weren't even messaging me back. And it was kind of like, oh, I'm trying to help and sort of like teach people, or not teach people, but show people products out there and see what I think to them, give them my opinion and stuff. So I decided from that point that I was only going to start reviewing and do reviews for small individuals, because let's face it, the small little companies and individuals out there that are making these products, whether it be clothing, jewellery, beard products, all sorts of stuff out there, they really need our help, because otherwise they're just going to get dwarfed by these big companies. They don't stand a chance. So it's kind of like my way now of kind of like getting them out there, trying to show you guys that there is an alternative to big companies, and these people pour their heart and soul into what they're producing, and whatever it is, you know, their customer service is absolutely fantastic, and they love chatting and talking about their products because they're interested to see what people think about them. And it's so nice for me to be able to kind of help show off what they're actually doing. So since, like I say, back in March when I first started doing this, I've decided I'm not going for big companies. I'm here to try and help support, demonstrate, if you like, and review products that these little people are making. And I'm not saying that every little company and people out there are making absolutely fantastic stuff. There are some really bad ones that I have come across, but the majority of them, 99.9%, are absolutely fantastic and care so much about their products. Like I say, it's beard products, t-shirts, jewellery, all sorts of bits, leatherwork and stuff like that. Some real amazing products. So it's nice to be able to try and help and support and kind of advertise what they're doing. So I'm kind of branching out into doing all sorts of reviews on different crafts and stuff that people are making to try and help them out. Because technically, whether you're making alcohol and drinks, whether you're making t-shirts, jewellery, beard products, it's all craftsmanship and craft that goes into making these kind of artisan pieces that aren't sort of like massively out there and massive companies and stuff like that. That's not what artisan and craftsmanship is. And these companies tend to have forgotten that there are people out there buying their products, and rather than relying on their name, should be more concentrated about their customers and their products that they're actually making as well. But anyway, so that is what I'm doing now. All these reviews that I am doing, I'm completely unbiased, impartial. It's all my own 100% honest opinion. I'm not affiliated to any of these companies or people that are making the stuff out there, and I'm out to try and give you my honest opinion of stuff. So around about a week or so ago, I got chatting to a fairly local chap, lives fairly close to where I do, who basically does something called wood turning. Now, for those of you not entirely sure what wood turning is, it's basically kind of like getting lumps of wood and turning them into cool looking stuff, either on a lathe or other sort of methods like that, and he makes all sorts of different things, from resin stuff, resin and wood stuff, uses a lot of nature in his work, kind of pine cones and stuff like that. And I said to him, I'd love to kind of try and show people what you're making out there, because he is now starting to think about sort of selling his products and actually creating a business from what he does, which just started out as kind of like a hobby, and he had passion and some interest in what he was doing, and which is so nice to see. So he's not sure where he's going and everything, but he wants to kind of like start looking at selling this sort of stuff. So he popped over literally here the other night, because like I say, he's only down the road from me here, and he dropped me off something to have a look at, show you guys, and kind of like have a review. And the company or him is called SK Krafts. That's Krafts with a K. I will be putting links down below to his YouTube channel, because he does do a lot of his wood turning and resin work and stuff like that in YouTube videos, so you can see how it starts to how it finishes and stuff like that. And I'll put down links to his social media, so please go and give him a check up and a look, or check him out, because he is doing some really amazing stuff out there. And this is what is sent through for me to have a look at and see what I think of. Dun, dun, dun. And it is a little wooden bowl, as you can see underneath, burn in there, SK Krafts, and it was created in November 2018, which is this month. And this is what's known as splatted or spelted birch, and it's the dark lines that you can see in there is kind of like a fungus or a fungi that grows into the wood that gives it this kind of patination and everything like that. And obviously it is a unique piece, because even if you had two pieces of birch or splatted or spelted birch, the end product is going to turn out completely different and look completely different. So no two pieces are the same. So it's nice to have something that's bespoke, that is a one-off. Even though designs might be the same, the patination of it is completely different, and the grain and everything like that. And as you can see, I'm just going to show it up so you can have a look at it. It's a very smooth piece. It is not rough. And one of the things that I like about this is a very natural feeling bowl. I don't like stuff that's too perfect, because you can go to some of these large companies and buy your wooden bowls and stuff like that, and resin work and everything like that. But I like the kind of natural feel of stuff. So I don't want it 100% level at the top. I want it to feel, I don't know what the word it is I'm looking for. I want it to feel natural and kind of, it's something's been created out of it, but it's still got that natural feel to it and doesn't look perfect. And I like the way that, like I say, if you look at the top of the bowl, it's not straight, it's not level, it's got its curves and its dips and its bulges and stuff like that. And you can see obviously the lip underneath where he's burnt pyrography, kind of like SK Krafts in November 18, which is nice. And it's really nice feel to it. And this took him somewhere between 45 minutes to 60 minutes to kind of like get it done and everything. And it's so nice to be holding something that there is not another one like this in the world. No matter if you use the same piece of wood, like I was saying, each one's going to look and feel completely different. And basically he uses like Yorkshire grit to really fine sand it down, and a friction polish, and then waxes it. This is not a bowl that you can obviously eat your cereal out of. I wouldn't want to start putting tomato soup and cereal out of there. But it's kind of like a decorative bowl. You can put potpourri or whatever you want in there, perhaps even a candle or something like that. And I really do like the feel of this. It's one of those things that you just kind of want to keep touching and holding and stuff like that. And it's completely unique. The patination is absolutely stunning on this. And like I say, he is starting to sell these out. And I said to him, I said, well, how much would you be looking at for kind of like a bowl like this to buy? And we were sort of humming and hawing, and he said 30 quid. And I'm not being funny. If I was to give this to someone for Christmas, or if I was to receive this for Christmas, I'd be dead chuffed with this as a present. And like I say, he's not just doing big stuff, he's doing smaller stuff. He started looking at doing some festive videos and doing festive turning. He's also doing sort of wood with the resin inlays and stuff like that, so half and half. And he's open to all sorts of ideas and projects so that you can get in touch with him and you can sort of like try and create something, and he'll create something for you with what you like. And it's so nice to see that craftsmanship and stuff like that, and craftsmen out there, and women, it's not just craftsmen as in men, but craftsmen and women, craftswomen out there are creating some amazing stuff. You know, I would have no chance of making something like this. I tried to make myself a Viking shield once out of pallet wood. No, it looked more like a tabletop, and I was going to put it behind my deer skull on the wall. Looked absolutely horrendous. So I do take my hat off to people out there, whether it's metal work, leather work, creating beard products, clothing and stuff like that, jewellery, that do have a knowledge and a skill set which is dying out because people are too quick and too ready to return to sometimes cheaper alternatives and more expensive alternatives that are kind of factory made, and each piece is going to look identical to the next. Whereas I like the fact of bespoke stuff that isn't 100% straight or anything like that, and I wouldn't want it to be. I think I would like this less if it was completely flat across the top and just kind of like looked like rigid, but I do like the natural feel of it and the patina of it. And I think at 30 quid for that one-off piece, and it's literally sitting there on my coffee table in the living room, pride of place. I absolutely love it. I think it is absolutely stunning. Would I pay 30 quid for it? Yes, I would certainly pay 30 quid for it. I'd even pay slightly more for it, to be honest with you, because it's just one of those things that actually feels nice to hold. It looks beautiful, and knowing that it is a bespoke one-off piece. And this is so nice of me, like I say, to have an opportunity to kind of try and convince you guys out there that there are craftsmen making some damn good stuff out there, and we need to really support them, because otherwise they're not going to bother what they're doing. It's going to disappear and end like pretty much most of the crafts have, and it's all going to be factory made, mass produced, pardon the expression, soulless junk. Whereas this isn't. This is a beautiful thing, along with a lot of, like I say, the other products that I have been reviewing and everything. So SK Krafts, absolutely amazing job. Absolutely love it. It's stunning. I was going to score it out of 20 and start scoring craft work out of 20. And I'm not going to bother with the crafts and everything. It's one thing doing it with beard products and stuff. But I'm not going to be scoring them out of 20. I'm just going to give you my opinion on the stuff, because obviously it's going to be 20 out of 20. I absolutely love it. Some of you guys out there aren't going to love it because it's not straight, it's not level and stuff like that. Obviously it sits level, but to look at, and that's what I say with these craftsman stuff. If you wanted a level bowl, he'll make you a level bowl. If you wanted a bowl made out of this with resin in it, he'd do that. And it's so nice. Absolutely love this, and I rate this ridiculously highly. It's beautiful, and then, like I say, it sits there on my table just looking really smart, and Mrs. loves it as well, and it's just a beautiful thing to look at and behold. And like I say, it's not something that you could use as for soup and cereal and stuff like that, but it's an ornamental piece for holding, I don't know, whatever you want to put in there. It's not food based. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. I love it to pieces. So thank you very much for SK Krafts for kind of allowing me to do this. I really do appreciate it, and hope I can do more and more craftsmen and craft reviews and sort of looking at products and stuff. Should anybody out there want me to review anything of theirs or try and help with kind of promoting and supporting what you guys are doing, please get in touch with me either on my Instagram account, which is Viking Beard Matt, or through my YouTube channel, Bearded Berserker. Thank you guys for watching another review and video, and have a look at some really cool crafts. I really do appreciate your time. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying my hardest to get to 100 subscriptions. I'm nearly there, just I think 12 or 13 more. So please subscribe. Please comment down below. Should anybody comment, I will reply to each and every single one of them. I appreciate your time. Keep on looking out for each other. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on loving each other. Keep on growing those beards. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of The Bearded Berserker with me, Matt. Thank you guys. Thank you to SK Krafts. Like I say, I'll be putting links down below to YouTube channel and Instagram and their social media. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye.